Hi, this is Maria in Maria's Garden, Punta Gorda, Florida. How everybody doing? Good morning. Love everyone. I just gonna say something very quick. If you have any questions or any comments or you need to get a hold of me, please direct everything to my channel because I don't check my Instagram, I don't check my message. Somebody else does check my Facebook and my Instagram. I don't have the time. So you wanna get a hold of me, you need to get a hold of me and call my phone or go to my channel, okay? So, and my phone number is 941 457 1172. 941 457 1172. And what we're gonna do today, we're gonna talk about desert rosas, okay? Why? Because right now is the time desert rosas are blooming, or they're waking up. All the desert rosas are waking up. We have blooms everywhere. You can see all these blooms over here coming up. All these over here. We have a lot of beautiful blooms you can see. And this just happened in the last week. Everything is blooming, everything is getting ready to have a lot of flowers here, all these over here, everything. So that's the time that we had to get active and do a little bit to them if we like to them to be nice and beautiful. Okay, first thing, if you buy a desert rose right now, anywhere, is the right time to plant it, to repare it, okay? If you have desert rosas, it's the right time to repair them, okay? And I have a video a few days ago showing you how to repair your desert rosas, okay? There was, for example, let's use this baby over here. Red means red flowers. So you buy a desert rosa, please try not to disturb the soil and repair it, okay? Repairing it by try to get the whole thing out with the soil and just plant it in your pot. And also make sure you remove a little bit of the soil, a little bit, like an inch or so, to lift them up a little bit, okay? That means you're gonna lift them up a little bit, okay? And that's all good. If these plants get 2 more weeks of rain, that will be fantastic for them before they go into dormant season and slowing down growing and start recovering from being leggy. All this green will start getting darker. All this year, new growth, you see how the leaves how far apart is because it's new growth. And when they start getting strong, all this become darker and the leaves get closer, and they're gonna be very happy. They're happy already. So what I was been telling you for the longest time, don't worry about your plants being leggy. Don't worry. This one, for example, a week ago was like this, all like this, okay? And look at now, it's all straight and it's getting strong because the rain is slowing down, okay? And so, trust me when I say I've been growing desert roses for a long time. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about desert roses, okay? So, I don't know that much about bonsai at all. I don't know that much about grafting. I don't really want to know that much about grafting. I kind of like growing it just like this, beautiful, just being sale, have a red, have a white, have a purple, have a yellow, just like this one. I don't want to look, you know what I mean, too much for the plant, I think. Okay, the first thing you use to plant your desert rose, you got a desert rose right now, is the right time. Why? Because next rainy season, when the rainy season comes, the plant will be stable and ready to take 3-4 weeks of rain without stop. That's why it's important to plant them right now. They get a little rain, also they be ready for the next rainy season, okay? So it's the right time to plant them right now. Other thing I was gonna explain to you, use captive soil. For fertilizer, you can use the osmocote, slow release. Also, you can use the 14-4-14, there is a slow release. And if you have any trouble with any of you desert rosas that are grafted, means you having trouble because they were grafted one time and the plant is not really want to do much, the best thing to use, the fertilizer is sulphur. Sulphur is SULPLUS, sulphur. That's what you use for the trouble desert rosas that are grafted, okay? So there it is. Desert rosas, all the desert rosas love the heat and the sun, okay? So they require 6 to 8 hours of sun daily to survive. If you are in a cold place like maybe UK, Canada, somewhere in Alaska, the best thing you can do, buy a growing light or place them by the window. Place them by the window, but not too close to the window because the window might burn if it's too hot. Also, it's very important, if you have them inside the house by a window or light, rotate the plant. Rotate the plant to be healthy, okay? So it's very important that. Rain, if you plant your desert rosas right now, rain next year is not gonna do anything to your desert rosas, nothing. It's not gonna hurt it. That's why it's important to plant them 6-7 months before the raining season, okay? Other thing very important, it is you need to have your cinnamon and your glue, believe it or not, cinnamon glue, if you don't want to have problems next year with your plants, okay? If you're gonna do pruning, any old cuts the plant has, any wounds, anything the plant has from previous time, you don't have to apply the cinnamon, okay? Like for example, over here, and you can look at here, over here, in this plant is like 11 years old, but this plant has an old wound over here. You see this old wound? You don't need to put cinnamon or anything, but you definitely need to glue that. You definitely need to seal it. That way, next year, when the rain comes, this is not gonna be even chance the water is gonna get there, okay? So anything like this, you seal it, okay? And if you see anything that you think the water might get there, you're gonna go ahead and you seal it. And by you doing this, you helping your plant be alive for the next 45 years. These plants can live in the States up to 45 years or more. I know someone that has a plant in here that is 25 years old. And this plant is doing good. I don't have problems, but I don't want to take a chance that it's going to get water in any of these spots, okay? So this is what you have to do. You don't need to use your cinnamon, okay? Okay? So that's what we do with the plants. And I know you guys don't have 3,000 like I do. So I'm very sure you can take care of that problem. And like over here. Oh, look who's here, Lucas. A little gecko is here. You see it? Is that cute? He's so cute. We have so many little geckos in here. So anyway, let's get back to business. So that's what you do. If you're gonna do any pruning in your desert roses this year because you want them fuller, that's good. How you make a decision to do your pruning, this is what you're gonna do. If you're gonna do any pruning, for example, this one over here. This plant is like this because I train it to get fuller and fuller and fuller, okay? So let's do this one. This is leggy, okay? This is leggy and it's dry, okay? So you want this plant to start getting like this plant. The first thing you gotta do is look the plant, okay? Look at it and see, you see? It's like a little bark in here almost, and you go higher and higher and higher and becomes green, 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 very green, okay? Means you cut it here, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna die, it's not gonna do anything. But what you really need to cut it is about here where the barky looking is, an angle. You always cut an angle to stop the rain from stopping there. So you cut it here, okay? So after you cut it, you clean the sap very, very good, and you apply the cinnamon, just regular cinnamon, okay? You're gonna apply the cinnamon there real good and squeeze it there real good. Then you wait 24 hours, it's not raining anymore, and then you seal it with your glue. I find out the best result is to wait 24 hours after you apply the cinnamon to apply the glue, okay, to protect your babies. So I will cut maybe these three over here, and I will leave these ones over here to get stronger and bigger. So these ones will catch with this, you know what I mean? And this will have maybe 4 or 5 stems coming out, and then you have start you plant. And I will not cut any of these over here. I will leave them there. So that's about it for that, I guess. And then one more thing, you can do one thing at a time. If you're gonna transplant them this year, don't prune them because it's too much stress for the desert rose. So either pruning or transplanting. Don't try to do everything at once because it's too much stress for the plant and you can have problems. So they're very, very slow growers, okay? Let me see what else. Well, I have a pollinated video coming up today. So about watering in the winter, okay? Watering in the winter is you have to slow down water them. How you like right now? We're still raining once in a while. Believe it or not, all my desert roses here, I don't water them like for 5-6 months. The rain is doing it. I don't water them. I clean them, but I don't water them. I put fertilizer and clean them, but that's about it. So in the winter, you need to stop watering too much because when they go dormant in November to March, they kind of dorm. And they still bloom and everything, but they don't like to be disturbed with water because they're not growing. So if they're not growing, they don't need water, okay? So depends what state or country you are, they go dormant. So from November to March. So you gotta figure out you weather and you stay where you are or your country. Right now in Florida it's about 90. When it gets to about 60, 50, that's when they start going dormant. Also, if Home Depot has a moisture meter, so it's a little device that you can stick in the plant and test the moist in the plant. And these plants, succulents, desert rosas, plumerias, and cactus are the same family. They all consider succulents. The desert rosas consider succulents. So according to the back of the information for this meter, they need number 3. So when you stick the in the plant, has to be number 3 moist. So that's the level, okay? What else was gonna say? Yes, something else that I was gonna mention that that I'm forgetting. What was that I was gonna mention about desert rosas? My goodness, it's so important. Water the moisture, cinnamon, pruning. I guess that's about it. I just want to give you a little update in what's going on with desert roses right now, and to the new people that don't know that much about desert rosas, that your desert roses is only like between 1 and 3 years. I will not transplant it this year. Maybe I just maybe prune it to start getting it fuller, and next year I will transplant it. Usually when they get 3 years, you have to transplant it every 3 years to lift them up. Every 3 years you lift them a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and that's how they become with a big calyx, okay, the big calyx, and that's where they storage the water. That way you never have to water them. Hardly had to water them. When I usually water my in Florida is when I have dry ground. There is like between April and March. Otherwise, especially they mature like this, I guarantee you I can go away for a year and come back, and this plant that is 10 years old is gonna be here. Okay, you don't need to baby them. The ones they need water, that's the younger plants. They are the younger plants. They are from maybe a year old to maybe 4 or 5 years old. You have to take care of them more, but the older ones, they survive by themselves. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope will help. Bye bye from Maria's Garden. Until next time.